Hey, Master friends. Yogi's into living the van life here, and I'm parked here around Lake Mead here, and I'm going to be doing some exercises with my steel clubs. I've got this one here that I bought, and these two that I made down here is about $45 to make them, to get the parts there. And I've got two smaller sizes. You know, they're the same length, but like the next size down is like an inch and then ½ inch, so that when I'm ready, or I want to, I can add more weight to them. There, I think maybe that's about 3 pounds right now, something like this. I haven't put them on a scale there, and this one over here is an 18 pound. I've got two of these here, so I'm going to be playing with those, playing and resting there. I wonder if I can get this the other way. So yeah, you're having to look at that car. He thought it was you know, okay, you know, to just park right in front of my place here. I don't know. Why he gathered that is good manners. There, I don't know. So where am I gonna stand? I might be doing some of it out here. Maybe wondering why I'm wearing long sleeves and it's in the mid 80s here, but I got some tattoos lately, and Chris Tinney, hey Chris Tinney, a good friend of mine who has a few tattoos, he asked me if I was putting vitamin E oil on it, and I said, I think I heard about that, but so I went out and got some vitamin E oil, and I've been putting that on them a couple times a day there too. But I need to keep them out of the sun still, probably for maybe another 2 weeks. there, so they really get, I don't know what, set in or whatever, but that way they won't fade, or they won't tend to fade so much. Then they'll last longer, and the vitamin E will help with it, you know, the rich color staying up too. This is better than exercising in any living room I've had. Maybe you know, or maybe you've never done, what I was doing with the swinging is it's the kettlebell swing. I've got 3 kettlebells there. It's a kettlebell swing, but using the steel club, I pulled my lower back here a few weeks ago there, and it's feeling better now. But I've got 2 25-pound kettlebells and one 45-pound kettlebell, and this is 18 pounds. So I'm starting out lighter there, and so and with the kettlebell swing, it's not using the shoulders. It's you're bending your knees and like sticking your hips back, and then you're snapping, squeezing the butt and snapping forward, and that's what causes the swing there, that snap like that. And with this is the first exercise I saw when I was still in India there. It really grabbed me there. I really liked it there with the steel clubs there. And you know, this is 18 pounds, and it doesn't sound like a lot until you pick it up and start doing it there, you know, and like, you know, try to hold 2 of those out like that, because a lot of exercises start out there and stuff. But like this one I'm doing right here, they're talking about you can hold it out here and come in, and I'm like holding it here because I'm having to lift. So I'm doing it. I do it both ways. Today I've been doing it more like this to feel the difference. Out here, it's more the shoulders. You're still using the shoulders here, but I feel like I'm using more of my arms and maybe my lats or something too. So you can do it either way. or you might have to hold it in closer while you're building your strength up, like that too. Let's see. Oops. This is fun too, because it's a thing that you're getting to work with coordination. Your coordination too. Cross over my face and then by the ear. Over, ear. Over, ear. Then you can do them slow, or you can speed them up. I just started these a couple weeks ago, so I'm not a pro. It's fun. Just go on YouTube and put in steel clubs, and you can learn. There's a number of different exercises there, and you can pick different ones. Pick one or two to start, and then you can just play with it yourself too. Like, yeah, one I just learned this morning. He's going, and then, he wasn't doing the kneeling part. I added, oops, so out, back. See, coordination. I'm still working on my coordination on this one. So I'm going to see. Oops. just kind of made that one up. Maybe it's something somebody else already does anyway, but I hadn't seen it. What's interesting, I want to look up some more information too about the steel clubs, is the steel club exercises have been around a long time. I don't know, a couple thousand years or something, but like the Roman gladiators and the Vikings or whatever, you know, they have those big swords, you know, or clubs to swing. They're using these to build up their strength, you know, and using heavier clubs than what their swords are there. And also for different for karate and jiu-jitsu and I don't know, several of the martial arts too, you know, back in China and I don't know, Japan. I'm not, don't, you know, look it up because I'm just trying to go with my memory here. They use steel clubs for their training to build up strength and coordination too. There's I mean, some of them are just kind of heavier clubs, so then it's, you know, and you can go like this too, and it's, you know, somebody throws a punch, you're blocking it, blocking, so you can imagine how that builds up your strength for that. So when you don't have any weight, you're really popping it up there. Boy, this is so good for the wrist and forearms too. I like that one. I really like the motion. I was a bodybuilder for like on and off, more on and off for 3 decades there, you know, with the, you know, dumbbells. You got to do it like that, dumbbells. So it's these kind of basic movements, you know, and I loved it and the whole science of it and stuff. But this has a whole, such a fuller range of motion here, and the swinging. Oh, if this net wasn't here, you know, let's see. That swinging motion, and it's working you know, where you're just doing this or this, it's more working specific muscles there, where with this, you know, arms, shoulders, your obliques, whatever they're called, and your back there. And then these, you know, shoulders and your core, and your arms, biceps, lats, and these, you know, like getting your triceps along with your shoulders there. And you swing it back more, you're going to get that real rear deltoid. There's 3 muscles in the shoulder, the front, middle, and back there. But just the freedom and flow of the movement, really, I really enjoy. And how it works more of the body than just a stationary bicep curl or tricep thing or bench press or shoulder press, you know, just oh boy, somebody's driving their like 1932 Chevy down the dirt road over there. Oh my God. I wouldn't have thought of driving a classic like that out here. Pretty cool. That's amazing. In the day, they were out here all the time. Not driving down there, because what I learned a couple of days ago from a fellow that's lived in Vegas, which is just an hour that away, there is that 15 years ago I'd be, I don't know, 30, 40 foot underwater where I'm at right now. Makes an impression. That can make an impression on us about living as green as we can there. You see, I mean, right where I'm at, I'm over 100 foot above water level, and imagine that I would be at least 40 foot underwater right now. That's a lot of water there, so it can make an impact on, you know, how can we more wisely use or not use water there. I'm much more conscious of it here with when I'm not along a river or lake with, you know, mostly, you know, with pretty clean water in it. This, I've got a water purifier, you know, thing that's very highly rated there. So when I'm out along a river there, I go and I fill up my 1 gallon jugs with the purified water that I'm making right there. Other than that, I'm getting 1 gallon, like when I'm here, I'm getting 1 gallon jugs from Walmart there, and you're much more conscious of your use of water, and you get back in you know, I go to a friend's house or my brother's and dad's place, and you know, just a simple thing of washing dishes, and you're going, oh my God, look at all that water going down the drain there, or taking a shower and going, wow, you know, it's we take it for granted that there's always going to be fresh water for us. I know there's a few sci-fis out there that try to stress the stress the point about how we're using too much water there, and that's one of the things. The vegan or raw lifestyle too. I'm not totally vegan now there, but with the vegan lifestyle, like with I mean, it's just eliminating red meat there, or just having it a couple times a week or something, you know, modifying the amount, lessening the amount there. The amount of water it takes, I don't remember the specifics, but you can, Google knows the answer to these things, but the amount of water that just with cows alone that it takes to raise cows is astronomical. It'll blow your mind. Astronomical there, and not talking about pigs or chickens and stuff, but okay, I said I'm not totally vegan now. If you've been following along, you probably know. I mean, I've been vegetarian probably 16 years, and then I turned raw, and then I raw and vegan there for like 9 years or something, and for my health, also for animals, and for the planet that these bodies are living on and off of there. But what I learned, because my cartilage has gotten thin on my knees there, and it's dampened my ability to go hiking and stuff. So I was talking with a fella, he's you know, with an ultralight backpacker for a number of years or decades and stuff, and talking about, you know, type of boots to get or footwear to get for hiking, and knee braces if he knows other people with thin cartilage and using knee braces, and you know, so he gave me, you know, input about that, and he said, but, and you know, that, so this is all well and good, but how about regrowing the cartilage? And I go, what? And he said, you're not going to like it. And, you know, he was the same program with him, as his history of long time vegetarian, long time raw and vegan too. So it was a dramatic change for him too. But he had, his name's Jara there. I don't know if he's got a YouTube thing, and I don't remember his Instagram name and stuff, but you know, and consciously on a spiritual path also and stuff. And he said, yeah, man, after 3 major surfing accidents and stuff, or you know, during, you know, because of those, there he did research, and about growing the like bones and cartilage and tendons and stuff back there. He came across it, and collagen. So, and the best source of the highest best source of that is wild caught salmon there. Another one is chicken breast there. So that's part of my daily life now, is I just mix it up with different kinds of beans, black beans, northern beans, baked beans, refried beans there, and have that. I used to put it in a tortilla, but I'm figuring I eliminated the tortilla, at least for now, there, because I want to lose some more weight there. But the science on it is right there, and I had some feedback there, you know, about, you know, you can get collagen through a plant-based diet, and that is true. You can there. The deal with that is you'd have to eat 2, 3, 4, 5 pounds of those fruits or vegetables with, to get the amount of collagen that the body needs, and that's just not practical in several ways there. So I'm going, dang, okay. So got to go to wild-caught salmon and chicken breast there. But so the other part of the science is that after 40, the body's natural production of collagen drops by 50%. The body's natural production of collagen drops by 50% at 40. There at 60, which this body's past that 4 years ago, there it drops down to like 15%. It's only producing like 15% of the collagen that the body needs. So to supply the body with the collagen that it needs for your bones and tendons and cartilage, they're vegans, if they I know a lot of vegans, it's purely for the animals, and that's it. They're not, it's not about their bodies or some of the planet so much. They're but if we really want to take care of our bodies, which there's so many things to do, and you got to pick different ones and work them in there. But that's the science there. Any vegans, any fruitarians, raw food people, once they turn 40, they need to look at this and and make their decision at that time. The science would suggest that it's for the care of the body there, we need to do that there. So I know that's a tough one to bite off, because a lot of us, I'm a vegan, and we're all over Instagram or YouTube or our blogs and our friends and our family and stuff, and they go, what, you're eating wild-caught salmon now and chicken? You're not a vegan now. Now all of a sudden you're not who you thought you were. But we're not our thoughts anyway. We're not these bodies and stuff. And this is this is a you want to practice that they're good, and start eating some wild-caught salmon there. And but again, we're not our thoughts. We're not these bodies there. And want to learn more about that there. You can look up Nizar Gadada on Instagram or YouTube, and his guru, master, teacher, Sri Siddhar trying to remember his name. Siddharameshwar Maharaj. His book, Master of Self-Realization. There, I would point to that book first. Master of Self-Realization by Siddharameshwar. Sri Siddharameshwar Maharaj. There. That's non-duality. Now I'm gonna play with these steel clubs some more. Oh, see the coordination? get on these. This took me several times watching the video and then just standing here, and you can start with 1, 2, and just do it with one side and then pick up the other one. Oh, this is my Bruce Willis haircut. I've never worn it this short before. Still getting used to it. I'm going to let it get, I think I'm going to probably keep it at 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch, and I think I'm going to do some kind of lines back and like maybe leave this top one, let it be like 1 inch or something. I don't know. I'll have fun with it. Something I can easily take care of myself with my electric razor. Ooh, that movement just feels so good. Oh. You know, and these are 3, 4 pounds, which not much, but after doing it for a while. Ooh. Yeah, this one fella I was watching this morning, a black fella there. I want to learn some of the moves he did, because some of them were almost like dancing. Ooh, there, I just made that one up. That's what's fun about it, too. You just kind of play with it. You gotta watch it so you don't hit yourself in the ankles. Ooh. 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 on from my years of working out, sometimes I learned that a little mind game here, and we hear like 3 sets of 10 and or five, you know 5 sets of 15 or whatever there, and there's 10 or 15 reps or 20 or something like that, and that can feel like um, a big step there, but like this, maybe you want to do, and I suggest with this that kind of, instead of setting a goal of I want to do 50 of these right now, to listen to your body more too. But instead of you know doing 20 one way and 20 the other, there it's like 1, 2, 3. I only have 3 more to do. 1, 2, 3. It's only 3 at a time. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Was that like, so that's just like 15 of them there, but there's only 3 at a time there. So that's something for you to play with if you like. And then there's just one. One more. Okay, one more. Okay, one more. Now I found if you wear a ball cap, you want to turn it around, and even then, have it down some. You gotta be conscious of that, or you're gonna be knocking it off. When you're out here in the wilderness, people usually come out here to enjoy the quiet in the wilderness. And I'll go back to that one word, quiet. And a neighbor of mine, whom I actually know, they're using his Pandora and a big Bluetooth speaker there, and he's about 200 yards away, and I can hear it just fine. You may not be able to hear it much there, but he's not the only one. Others do it too, but my personal preference, and maybe it is a personal preference of many people that come out here into the wilderness, is to leave all that behind. and or get some earphones so that if you want to listen to that, you can listen to it, but nobody else has to. I like the music he's playing though. Hey, there's another one. I know I've seen this on YouTube though. There's so many variations you can do. It just really, to me, what I've learned is to find exercise that you enjoy doing there. And it can be as simple as walking, which I started doing a lot more of that. My goal is 10,000 steps a day there, and a lot of people using that alone to lose weight and losing it there. But anyway, to make it, find a form of exercise that's fun for you. And for me, using the steel clubs and the kettlebells is fun. And like with the kettlebells here, it'd be easier than lifting one of them. Those are my kettlebells right there. But and the same thing with them, with the swinging and stuff there. I think I've lost my track of thought on that, but those are the kettlebells. I want to make sure you saw what those are. So when I'm saying kettlebells, if you didn't know, now you do. But yeah, the range of movement there and the flow of it for me is fun. Oh yeah, I remember now. And so effective. It's it's a full body workout. And like with the kettlebells there, I watched a video there a few weeks ago when I was just getting started, and there's a middle-aged woman somewhere in her 40s, and she was, I don't know, I think I don't remember. I think she was close to 300 pounds there, but I think, like, I don't remember exactly, but like within 6 months, she had lost at least half of that, just doing the kettlebell swing there. You're holding that kettlebell, it's like the one I was doing, and you're just snapping the hips forward, squeezing the buttocks and snapping the hip forward. And she was doing 75 of those a day, like 2-3 times a week there. And she was doing a little bit of other exercising, but that was the base, the core of it there. So that really made an impression on me. So I mean, you could pick the kettlebell swing there, and I said, well, geez, I was doing 200 kettlebell swings a day. I'd do 33 at a time there. Yeah, I'd like, yeah, or like 33 and 44, and so I figured, man, I can, I mean, even if you made it 75 a day or 5 days a week, it doesn't take very much time to do 75 of them there. So you can pick, you can pick that, and maybe one or two other kettlebell exercises, and then you can get the steel clubs, and have a total of 5 different things you do that are swinging these that are fun, and have a very powerful impact there on the body. Losing the weight that you want to lose, and getting uh, uh, a little more muscle mass and more toned there. I'm not. My whole gig before was getting huge there, and I'm not. That it's so fun to do, but as you can see, when you stop, it goes away. All that work, and then it's gone. You have to. Once you get to a size you like, you still need to do a certain amount per week to maintain that, and it's probably going to, more than likely, going to drop some, but you can maintain most of it. But you got to keep doing it there to maintain 18, 19, 20 plus inch arms, and a 60, 62 inch chest or whatever there. But my gig is just to get down to, I like to be around 165, 170, 65 to 75, right in there. 170 could be really cool. In there, and just a little bit more muscle mass and toned there, more ready for the hiking and swimming and climbing, and the riding my bike, riding my longboard, skateboard there, the hiking, oh, slackline, yeah, there's slackline too, and you can do exercises, fun exercise. I mean, just walking on the slackline is an exercise there, so much fun, and exercise at the same time. And you can do different yoga things on the slack line, and do tricks and flips and stuff, and different exercises on the slack line too. So just I don't believe in getting old is a thing, is a sorry state of mind. If I had to pick a number there, I tell people I'm 19 there. But I mean, you can be old and